Hello friends, this is Chandrakant, and in this series, as you already know, that we are discussing about the digital quotient, which is the next level of intellect measurement, and the digital knowledge plays a major role in understanding the humans, professionals, about their ability to find relevance in the industry which is going to come forward. So we have already discussed a few aspects about what is going to happen, what is the digital quotient. So in this session we will talk about the optimum use of technology. See, the DQ as it stands today is responsible for making sure that people with higher DQ will be more relevant, and they will be selected by the large enterprises as a workforce in the next decade or so. Now, when we say DQ, understanding of digital knowledge, it doesn't mean that they have to have futuristic knowledge. They have to have the right knowledge which works today as well as continue their career for next 2 decades. So, what is the optimum use of technology? As the name suggests, is that all walks of lives are undergoing major changes today. So, if you look at uh, the schools used to look like this. The schools were already quite automated. Each PC was given, individual PCs were given to students in some of the high-end schools, but almost all schools have the computer lab, and toddlers who are in the second or third standards are learning to code. So the schools have changed quite a bit. They rely heavily on the internet, they rely heavily on the school ERPs. But from 2020 onwards, since the DQ is going to play a major role, the schools are also transforming into something new. So, because of lockdown, because of COVID, this is how the school looks like. So you see, the school has transformed from a classroom with computers on the table to a desk in your house, and the kid is actually using his personal computer to access the school system. So what has changed now? I mean, this technology was always there, and now it has been optimally taken to the people, to the students, and the students are now realizing the power of the internet, that they can access like a classroom from anywhere, any part of the world. They can access and join the school class along with the teacher, where the teacher can actually come using a video platform, and using audio video the training of different subjects can be imparted. In fact, on the digital platform, what is required optimally is the e-learning module. Also required is a video platform so that the teacher can operationalize the education part of it, and some sort of scoring system, some sort of hard disk where each individual work is stored, and there is an assessment. So this completes the school environment, and the students are using it. So I think that there has been a profound changes to the way we actually work, and the people or the students who are studying in an offline manner but in an online platform uh, will be much more inclined to have higher DQ in years to come. Similarly, this is a photo of a usual office where you get a couple of TV screens or a monitor, and you go to office, go to your meeting room, discuss with your colleagues, make presentations, give presentation, call clients, have a client meeting, have your staff meetings, have your peer meetings, and so on. So you go to a place of work and discuss things uh, in terms of how do you deliver. But even that office is now gone work from home, and this is how the typical office looks like today. So the office environment is also completely changed. People are working from home. In fact, there are a lot of organizations which are giving benefits like working from home forever. So I think you have to go to office once in a month, maybe for half an hour, just to have a cup of coffee with your colleagues in a physical world. But most of the time you're working from home, and what it takes for you to work from home is a VPN connection given by your office, which is secure. Makes it secure if you connect using VPN. Then you have all this paraphernalia along with it. You have a touchpad, you have speakers, you have camera, you have your mobile phones, and so on. This is how you actually work in an office today. Going forward, people who are more comfortable with this environment will have higher DQ in order to cope up with next things, next wave of higher technology which is going to hit us. The next wave of higher technology which will hit us is the real virtual environment. Now when I say real virtual environment, it's really the virtual office, virtual school. So what is virtual office? Virtual office is that it actually replicates physical environment into your work from home scenario. So say for example you want to have a cup of coffee with your person, the person brings his coffee, you bring your own coffee, and you get into a huddle room, and the system will be available in future which will provide a huddle session within your system, so on your VPN. So this is how things are going to change and take shape in future. So you will have virtual colleges, virtual schools, virtual office, and so on. Now this is something which is quite optimum. You can use these technologies which has been there for quite some time, but now you're leveraging to your own benefit. You are now bringing a lot of Internet of Things into this scenario. You may probably get into a virtual reality scenario, who knows. But people with higher DQ will destined to succeed in this new change. Now we have already discussed about the office environment and the school environment. What about the physical activity? What about manufacturing? Wait, there are changes happening there as well. Now this is a typical picture of a 3D printer which you can buy off the shelf from Amazon. So what does it do? You can plan things, you can design things, and you can then make a physical model out of your design. This is exactly what is happening. Now think about a situation where you take a 3D printer offshore, and the 3D printer is kept there, and it is supposed to build something. So what a person has to do from his office, he has to establish a link using internet with his 3D printer and give it a command remotely. So you see there are changes happening in the manufacturing arena also. In the future there will be lot of 3D printers, and people will have to work, technicians or people or foremen who usually work in the factory will have to give command from their virtual office sitting at their work from home scenario. So even there the changes are profound and which are happening. So people with higher DQ will get better employment of in the manufacturing arena, in the factories, because they don't have to go to the factory, they have to work, but they have to control the machinery using their systems, using their home PC, and get connected to 3D printers or any other device, and so on. There has been a lot of similar arenas in the medical also, where the operations are being done by robotic arms, but the robotic arms are being controlled by doctors who are operating the patient from 10,000 kilometers. So things are very rapidly changing. Everyone should embrace this change, because world is not going to wait for those people who don't have higher DQ. So it is important to understand these changes which are happening, and everyone should try or stride harder to get more of the higher DQ in terms of staying relevant, creating opportunities, or leveraging opportunities which are being generated by the industry of the future. So this is something which I wanted to take bring to you about optimum utilization of technology and understanding how you can optimally utilize the technology. So dear friends, I will meet you next time in this series called DQ from Top Brass. Do write to me if you have any questions, any other subject which you want to cover. We will cover that in this series. And if you have any questions, do write to me. We will take up those questions in the next program. Bye bye and see you next time.